Hello and welcome to the In Focus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh and in today's video we will be discussing about the Acer report 2022 which has been given out by the Pratham NGO. So let us first understand the timeline of the video. First we will be looking at the news, then about the Acer report and who brings out the Acer report and what does it tells about. Then why is there a decline in records related to the education or the enrollment in education or the schools? Then who are all are the factors responsible for increase in enrollment in the school level? Then about the Nipun and FLN mission, in the end a prelims MCQ. So this topic is of relevance from General Studies paper 2, that is education. See, this topic is important especially from the mains perspective and the essay perspective. You should be able to know about the Acer report and about its findings. Then why is there decline in records and the factors responsible for increased enrollment. So let's get started and see the news, and the news has been taken from the Indian Express and it says an expert and explains bright spots areas of concern in Acer 2022. So the important point is about the report ASER 2022. So let us see what has happened. ASER report stands for Annual Status of Education Report. So when we see its full form, we will know that the report talks about the education, the scenario of education in India. And the Acer report 2022 has been released by an NGO, that is the non-governmental organization, and this NGO is popularly known as Pratham. And then what is Acer? What is this education survey or about the education scenario that Acer talks about? Acer is an household survey which is conducted across 616 rural districts and covers around 6.9 lakh children, so almost 7 lakh children. And this talks about the age group of 3 to 16 years. So all the children from the age group of 3 years to 16 years it covers. And it also records their schooling status. Schooling status means what is the status that the children, whether children are going to school or they are not going to school, what is the enrollment ratio, what is the coming out ratio of the children who are not attending schools, or how many children on yearly basis are enrolling in schools and how many are dropping out of schools. So about the schooling status. So it records their schooling status and access their basic reading and arithmetic skills. Then it talks about whether the person is able to read properly or not. Children are able to read. See, the class to which a particular children belongs, whether the student or the child is able to read or not. And about their arithmetic skills also, about the math, science and about all other subjects also. So in total, why Acer report is important to us? Because the findings of the Acer report that we will be discussing actually tells us about the scenario of education in our country. So let us talk about the findings of the report and about the Acer report. So it talks about for the year 2022 which has just gone by. So the last Acer report came out in the year 2018. So it is a gap of 4 years, and the year that is covering the COVID pandemic also. So the Acer report is coming out after a gap of 4 years, and this report also tells us the scenario of post-pandemic, the education scenario in our country post-pandemic. So the Acer report tells us about the enrollment. When we say the word enrollment means how many children has started going to school or has registered themselves in school. So the enrollment has gone up even in a period when such schools were shut. And when we say that the such schools were shut, we are talking about the COVID pandemic period when the schools were not open for children to visit. So even the time of COVID pandemic, the enrollment ratio has gone up in our country. The overall enrollment figures for the 6 to 14 years age group increased from 97.2% in 2018 to 98.4% in 2022. So the age group of 6 to 14 years age group, the enrollment has increased. It means the people or the children of the age group of 6 to 14 years as compared to pandemic, that is the that is the year 2018, if we compare the data of 2018 and 2022, the enrollment ratio has increased from 97.2% to 98.4% in 2022, and the government schools have seen a sharp increase in children enrolled from 65.6% in 2018 to 72.9% in 2022. So this is one of the point which gives us so much of relief that the government schools are doing so well. And especially at the time of COVID pandemic, it was the government schools which held the students really well, and they have performed really well also. And there are few of the reasons that we will be discussing. So the enrollment ratio in government schools have increased from 65.6% to 72.9%, and the increase has been a considerable one. So these are few of the positives that we take out, that the age group 6 to 14 years number of students enrolled has increased, and the government schools also the number of students enrolled have increased, and during the time of COVID pandemic also the enrollment ratio has been good. Now let us talk about few of the declines that the ACER report talks about, and that is children in class 3 in schools who were able to read at the level of class 2 has dropped from 27.3% in 2018 to 20.5% in 2022. So this has been a considerable decrease, that class 3 students read at the level of class 2, they have dropped. It means the reading capacity or the reading ability of the students or the children have dropped, and the drop has been seen in the state of Kerala from 52.1% to 38.7%, and we all know that Kerala has the highest literacy rate among all the states. So this happening in a state of Kerala is something that needs to be taken into consideration. Then comes Himachal Pradesh from 47.7% to 28.4%. So Himachal Pradesh has seen a major decline. Then comes the point that the children enrolled in class 5 in schools who can read, at least read a class 2 level text, fell from 50.5% to 42.8%. So if you will see that the reading capacity or the reading ability of the children is declining. Both these points tells us that the reading capacity and the capability of the children is declining. This has declined from 50.5% to 42.8%, and the state seeing a decline is Andhra Pradesh from 59.7% to 36.3%, and Gujarat from 53.8% to 34.2%. This point and this slide is important because these are the points which you will be able to write in your mains answer writing and also in your essay paper, because this topic, the topic of education, is also very important from the essay perspective. So you have to give and state the facts also, and these facts become important and credible also because this is a very credible report. You can quote that the following facts has been given according to the ACER report 2022. Now let us talk about few of the important points. First and foremost is, see this chart. Okay, this talks about all rural children of ages 16 to 14 enrolled in school. So if we will see, then the share of government schools have been increasing. So in 2010, the percentage of students in government schools were 71.8. Then in 2014, the percentage came down to 64.9. Then in 2018, it increased to 65.6. But if we will see the gap between 2018 to 2022, the number of students enrolled in government schools have increased to 72.9. It has made a considerable hike. So the number of students going to government schools have increased. While on the other hand, if we will see that the students enrolled in private schools have decreased from 30.9% to 25.1%. So if we will see that the rural children are preferring the government schools over the private schools, and especially during the time of COVID pandemic, the share of government schools have increased because of many factors. Because it was at the time of COVID pandemic, the private schools were struggling for their own existence, while on the other hand, It was the government who was supporting the government schools, and the government schools were also providing the midday meals to the students, and they were also providing the infrastructure, and the teachers were also interacting with the student in some way or the other. So this is at the time of COVID pandemic where the government schools really took over the private schools. Now let's come to the second chart, and this talks about the proportion of kids taking paid tuitions. The important word that you need to focus on is paid tuitions, that the students taking paid tuitions has increased since 2018. And this is an important point, that the number of students who are going for tuitions outside the schools are also increasing. So if you will see the change in the state of Bihar, if you will look, in 2018 the number of students going for paid tuitions was 62.2, but in 2022 it has increased to 71.7. Same goes with Nagaland, Jharkhand, Manipur. If you will see the state of Uttar Pradesh, it has increased from 15.9% to 23.7%. And all over India, this is where you need to focus on, that all over India also it has increased from 26.4 to 30.5. It means the paid tuitions are increasing in our country. The parents are sending their children outside schools to some other tuition classes also, so that they can focus on some particular subjects. So the maximum increase can be seen in the state of Bihar, that is 9.6%. So this was about the paid tuitions. Okay, now look at this chart again. This talks about in pandemic year, basic reading was hit harder than maths. And this is where you can say that this chart is of utmost importance, which tells us that the basic reading capacity or the capability of the student or as a children has been hit harder as compared to other subjects like maths. And I have also told you about that the reading capacity of the children have already declined in the earlier slides. So see this, that the basic reading was hit harder than maths. So see this, the blue chart talks about the grade 2 level, while the green bar talks about able to at least do subtraction 2 digit with borrowing. So if you will see the blue chart in 2010 tells us that 21.4% of children was able to read, while the math is 26.3%. Then the year 2014, reading capacity is 23.6%, while math is 25.3%. The reading capacity has increased in this time. While if you will go to 2016, the reading capacity is 25.1%. The reading capacity has again increased. Then 2018, the reading capacity is 27.2%. The reading capacity has again increased. But then comes from 2018 to the year 2022. After a gap of 4 years, if we will be seeing, then the reading capacity has declined considerably, and the reading capacity is around 20.5% from 27.2%. It means the reading capacity of children have declined, while on the other hand, as compared to the reading capacity, if you will see the math subject, that is 25.9%, while the reading capacity is 20.5%. So between the reading capacity and the math, it is the students are declining in their reading capacity. So, and this is a problematic issue also, because reading is what is the primary thing that our children at a very younger age needs to know. Then let's see would be the last chart that I will be showing you. This talks about the proportion of girls aged 15 to 16 who are not in school has dropped since 2018. So, girls between the age group of 15 to 16 who are not in school and has dropped since 2018. So, this tells us that halved in most states that had more than 20% girls out of school in 2016. So, if you will see that in the year 2016, the number of girls going out of the school was 16.1%. This was the highest. Then in 2018, the percentage was 13.5%. The number of girls has declined. Then in the year 2022, the percentage and the number of girls going out of the school has declined to 7.9%. 9%. So this is a positive aspect if you will see. So these were about the chart, and these were few of the important things that you need to focus on. Now let's discuss about that what are the factors responsible for increased enrollment of children during the time of COVID pandemic. So first and foremost being the improvement in infrastructure, and especially keeping in mind the infrastructure of the government schools, because during the time of government school, when the economy was so fragile, it was the government schools which were holding back and was even given the midday meals to the children. So the children's held back to the government schools and they really performed very good. Then the government schools distributed textbooks during the times of COVID. They also gave the midday meal, and the teachers were in some way or the other coming in contact with the children. Distributed midday meal, as I have told you. Then the importance of education. One of the most important point that during the time of COVID pandemic, the parents of the children have actually realized that the student has to get a minimum education for their survival in today's time. So these are few of the factors. Now let's talk about the Nipun and FLN mission. So Nipun stands for National Initiative for Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy. That is Nipun Bharat Mission. And FLN mission talks about the Foundational Literacy and Numeracy Mission. So two of these missions have really performed well and has contributed towards increase of the enrollment ratio during the COVID pandemic time. So this says that almost 80% of the schools have reported that these Nipun mission and FLN mission, they have received guidelines and teachers have been trained. So under this mission, the teachers are being trained and the core goal of these missions have been met. This is what the schools have reported. And the Nipun Bharat goal is that every child by class 3 is at grade level, which means they can read or can do basic arithmetic. This is the goal of the Nipun Bharat mission, that by class 3 every child will be able to do basic arithmetic. So the children will be benefiting from Nipun mission, because at a very basic level, see, when will a student really develops his or her basic knowledge or basic understanding? It is at a very younger age. So this is what the Nipun mission actually tells us, or this actually what helps the student at a very basic level to learn things. And then children before COVID, the enrollment ratio was 30% under this, and now if we see after the COVID pandemic in the year 2022, the reading is at a percentage of 20%, while math is 25 to 26%. So this is how the Nipun and FLN mission is actually contributing towards the improved enrollment ratio in our country. Now let's in the end talk about the prelims MCQ, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. And it talks about, consider the following statements regarding the ASER report 2022. So the first statement says that ASER report is published by Pratham NGO. Second is enrollment ratio has gone down during pandemic or COVID. Third is kids going to tuitions has increased since 2018. So which of the above given statement are correct? And the codes are 2 only, 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, and 1, 2 and 3. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading and keep writing.